Okay, today is different. Today, we're starting on the inside of the house. We are expecting guys to be here any minute to do work on the inside of the house on the sheetrock. They're going to replace some, well, over there by the stove. They're going to replace that sheetrock, and there's some over here by the door. They're going to replace that. And there's a piece down there that needs to be taken care of, and then back there in the back towards the laundry room is some sheetrock damage that needs to be replaced. And then above the stove, let me show you. Above the stove, at one time the roof leaked, and they put the metal roof up, but that was never taken care of. So they're going to have to take a square of that out, a pretty good sized square. I don't know if you can tell, and replace that. I'm not going to film while they're here. I'm not even gonna mention the channel while they're here, but I will show you when they get done for today. They're gonna be here today, tomorrow, and the next day for sure. After the wall is done, or at least after the wall is done in there, they are gonna start putting cabinets up for the kitchen. I'm about to have a kitchen again after a year.
So I'm going to go feed everyone and bring y'all along with me. What you doing, Caleb? What you doing? What you doing? You out here with the boys today? Are you with the boys today? Yeah. He's gonna be protecting the boys today. While Tucker is over there protecting the girls. Okay, so let's get the boys now. There you go. Caleb's gonna watch him eat, probably. He's got his food over here. And he doesn't want anyone touching it. Good boy. So here we got Tucker. Come here, Tucker. We got Tucker with the girls. And they're hungry. What, River? What? No, there's no food in this one. Better watch her, Tucker. She will get you. No, back up. Rain will get you, Tucker. Don't you worry. Rain will get you just like she gets River. Rain's baby, Pebbles, River, Tucker. Alright, let's get back, Tucker. Let's let them eat. His food is right over here. Come here. You know where your food is, right? Tucker? Tucker! Come here, boy. There's your food. Gotta remember that. Remember where you left your food. So now, I've gotta go feed the big chickens. Or the big flock. Okay, after some doing, so apparently there was muddy water here, so it got all iced over, and I couldn't get this out because it blocks the door, keeps them in since there's no latches on. What's up, Blizzard? Hey, buddy. Showing off. Still some people inside. Off to the other chickens. We'll leave y'all. Oh, sorry. Now it's time to do these guys, the bantams, the ducks, and the rooster and barred roach here. So I do these guys first because they take the most, then I do the bantams. Gotta get that egg back there. She lays early, I guess. Okay, that's crazy. I got all eggs out of here last night, and there's 2 eggs. Well, and one's fresh. Thank you. The duck, we haven't seen laying anymore, so we think she might be done. Maybe, we'll see. Because their little nest is in there. Yeah, I don't see any. These are the bantams. Always have a nasty bowl. They have a nasty bowl, or they have an empty bowl. Okay, I went ahead and put the food in. Just gotta kind of get it all straightened out. Open their thing, and then just slide it on in.
Okay, I am hiding behind Greg's new house because the wind is blowing so much. It's been blowing for several days now. It makes it really hard to record anything because the audio is bad. But if you remember the metal that we found at the back of the property, the back fence line, the sheets of metal, like the roofing metal, we found a bunch of that just wrapped around trees out there, and we got the tractor and the truck and we hauled it back to the front and put it in a big pile. Well, a friend loaned us a trailer and actually dropped it off, and we were supposed to fill it up and then they were going to haul it off. And so we started that yesterday. The wind made it very difficult. The pieces were big and gnarly because it really looked like a tornado came through and wrapped that stuff around the trees. It was really bent and torn up, and so it's hard to handle. So we got the bright idea that we would cut them in half and make it just a little bit shorter, a little bit more manageable. And so Greg got something that we use to cut metal with. And I went inside for a couple of minutes, and I wasn't inside more than like 2 minutes, and I got a phone call from Greg, and he said, "I'm bleeding." So I stopped what I was doing and came outside, and I didn't even look at it. There was a lot of blood, and immediately I just had him get in the car and took him to urgent care. We didn't get very much done on the metal. Greg, we decided to cut the metal in half. And so he got something and was cutting it and sliced his finger. I don't know if you can see. We're at the urgent care right now. I haven't seen it. I can't look at it. So we are going to let them look at it. I don't know if he'll get, I don't know if it's deep enough for stitches. I don't know if he'll get a tetanus shot. I don't know anything yet. So I'm waiting out in the car because when it comes to Greg, I can't do that. So it was, you know, that metal, I don't know how he could slice it. He had gloves on. I don't know if you guys could see that. I'll have to look and see if you can see. But yeah, he had gloves on, and apparently it went through the glove and into his finger. So the chances of it being deep might be pretty good. Well, I'll let you know here in a minute what I find out. Okay, I've been out here for about an hour, and I just heard from Greg. He texted me and said that they are going to do stitches. He said that it was deep, but not real long. But he doesn't know how many stitches he's going to get. He is current on tetanus shots, so he won't be getting a tetanus shot. And I was thinking about the gloves that he had on. He might have had these winter gloves on, the thick winter gloves. I'm not real sure about that. I wasn't paying attention. So we together loaded part of the trailer, and then we decided to get something and cut the sheets in half to make it easier to load and to, you know, keep it on the trailer. And so I had gone inside, and he had gotten something and was cutting the sheets in half. And I think he was on the second one. I don't think he got very far. It wasn't very long at all before he called me. Now he's calling me. I gotta go. Okay, we are on our way home. I got Greg back, clearly. So, you want to tell them what you did?
So I was cutting sheet metal and cut myself. Went to the walk-in clinic. Got stitches.
Get a shot.
Got several numbing shots. So
And he liked it.
when it's got numb, it is fine.
Anyway, what gloves were you wearing?
My camouflage winter gloves.
Okay.
Winter.
So yeah, that's what I thought. Anyway, we are headed home. We are not going to get back to loading that trailer today, for obvious reasons. We got Greg all patched up, and it took a couple of hours. We had to drive into town, and then we were there an hour. So by the time we got back, the metal was still a mess. The wind was still blowing, only it was colder and later. So we just went ahead and fed the animals and went in for the night. So this morning we decided to start again. We came back out, and I thought maybe if I used the bolt cutters and put more distance between me and the metal, that might help, but that didn't work at all. So cut a little bit, bent some of it, smashed it down. I ended up getting the tractor out and smashing it down, trying to flatten it out a little bit, and then putting it on the trailer. We try to put some hay bale rings on top as weight to hold it down. Plus, we're getting rid of those hay bale rings because they're no good. The guys that were working on the inside, they are here again today doing some more of the mudding and sanding, and I think they'll be here tomorrow as well. And he's telling me that tomorrow might be the last day. So then after that, we wait for them to come in and put the kitchen together, put the cabinets and countertops in for the kitchen. And I am super excited about having a kitchen. You don't even know. Also, about a month ago, I think it was a month ago, I went to pick up those death layer chicks for Cassie, and the woman there had cayuga duck eggs, and so I bought 11 of them and put them in the incubator. Well, out of the 11, like 10 days into the incubation, we candled them, and out of the 11, only 3 were fertilized. And so I candled them one more time after that a few days later, and they all seem to be doing well. But then the other day, they were supposed to hatch, and one started pipping, but it was just pipped the egg open. It just put a hole in the egg, and it was open for like 2 days, I think. And then I started helping it hatch. I didn't do it all at once. I helped it get the top off in the morning and let it sit in there and try to work its way out all day. And then that evening, I helped get it out some more. And so so right now he's fine. I've gotten him out of the incubator. He is still attached to the egg, the little piece, the eggshell, and I'm hoping he will be able to get that off soon. But I've got him out of the incubator after he hatched. I had him in the incubator another full day, letting him dry off, and now I've got him in a temporary brooder. But I just have one. I need some more. He's lonely.